September 11, 2001, a date etched into the very soul of our nation. It began as an ordinary Tuesday, yet concluded as a moment that irrevocably altered our skyline, our sense of security, and our collective identity. From the ashes of unimaginable tragedy, America was profoundly reshaped, forging a new path defined by resilience, remembrance, and an enduring commitment to freedom. It was a crisp, clear Tuesday morning, September 11, 2001. Millions of Americans began their day with routine commutes, school drop-offs, and the simple rhythm of everyday life. The iconic Twin Towers stood majestically against the New York City skyline, symbols of ambition and progress. Then, at 8:46 a.m. Eastern Time, the unthinkable occurred. American Airlines Flight 11, hijacked by terrorists, violently struck the North Tower of the World Trade Center. The initial shock gave way to confusion, then to a chilling realization as smoke billowed into the pristine sky. 17 minutes later, at 9:03 a.m., United Airlines Flight 175 crashed into the South Tower. This second impact, witnessed live by millions on television, confirmed the horrifying truth: America was under attack. The world watched in disbelief as the symbols of our economic might began to crumble. Across the nation, schools closed, flights were grounded, and families gathered around televisions, their faces etched with shock and sorrow. This was not a distant conflict. It was an assault on our homeland, on our people, and on the very fabric of our peace. The morning that began with such promise ended in an indelible scar on our collective memory. In the immediate aftermath, a profound silence fell across the nation. Phones stopped ringing as communication networks struggled, and highways emptied as people sought solace and safety. Every television screen in America broadcast the same devastating images: the burning towers, the Pentagon in flames, and the wreckage in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. America wasn't just attacked, we were tested in the crucible of shared grief. In New York City, ordinary citizens became heroes, rushing towards danger to help strangers. First responders with unparalleled courage ascended the burning towers, embodying the very best of humanity. Across the country, political divisions temporarily dissolved. Strangers embraced in public spaces, offering comfort and support. Churches, synagogues, and mosques overflowed with people seeking solace, answers, and a sense of community in the face of overwhelming despair. In those moments, the question, "Are you okay?" transcended all barriers. It was a simple, profound expression of shared humanity, a testament to our innate capacity for empathy. This unprecedented unity, born from tragedy, became a defining characteristic of the days and weeks that followed, reminding us of our shared American spirit. In the wake of 9/11, faith became a profound refuge for countless Americans. People turned to spiritual leaders and sacred texts, seeking understanding and strength in a world suddenly turned upside down. Public prayers and vigils became common, uniting communities in shared hope and sorrow. Alongside this spiritual awakening, a powerful wave of patriotism swept across the nation. American flags, once perhaps taken for granted, appeared on every porch, truck, and storefront. This was not a jingoistic display, but a heartfelt expression of solidarity, resilience, and love for our country. The iconic image of firefighters raising the flag at Ground Zero became a symbol of defiance and unwavering spirit. Memorial services and candlelight vigils brought communities together, honoring the fallen and supporting the survivors. This surge of national pride was a balm for a wounded nation. However, this period was also marked by a pervasive sense of fear: fear of another attack, fear of flying, fear of the unknown enemy. America became a country that looked to the sky with both hope and a newly awakened caution. This complex interplay of faith, patriotism, and fear began to reshape our national psyche, influencing everything from personal choices to public policy. Within weeks of the attacks, America responded with a unified resolve. President George W. Bush addressed a grieving nation, declaring a war on terror. The mission was clear: to dismantle terrorist networks and prevent future attacks on American soil. This marked a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy, launching a new era of global engagement. The initial focus was Afghanistan, where al-Qaeda, the organization responsible for 9/11, was harbored by the Taliban regime. American troops, driven by a sense of duty and justice, began deploying overseas. For many, this military action was a necessary response, a righteous pursuit of those who had attacked us. Later, the conflict expanded to Iraq, sparking intense debate and controversy both at home and abroad. Regardless of political perspectives, the human cost of these wars was immense. Thousands of brave men and women in uniform answered the call, making profound sacrifices for our nation's security. Behind every headline and policy decision were the stories of soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines who raised their hands and said, "I'll go." Their courage, dedication, and the sacrifices of their families became a poignant chapter in our post-9/11 history. This era of conflict profoundly shaped a generation, leaving an enduring legacy on our military and our national identity. The impact of 9/11 extended far beyond foreign policy. It fundamentally rewired the very fabric of American society. Our daily lives were transformed by new security measures that quickly became the new normal. The Transportation Security Administration, TSA, was created, introducing rigorous airport screenings that forever changed air travel. Surveillance cameras became more prevalent in public spaces, and the Department of Homeland Security was established to consolidate national security efforts. The Patriot Act, passed swiftly after the attacks, expanded government surveillance powers, sparking ongoing debates about the delicate balance between security and civil liberties. These changes reflected a profound psychological shift. Trust, once perhaps taken for granted, became more guarded. The word security took on a new urgent meaning, influencing everything from building design to public event planning. America grappled with how to protect its citizens without sacrificing its core values of freedom and openness. Yet, through these transformations, one truth remained steadfast. Americans may bend, but we do not break. The resilience of our people, our capacity to adapt, and our unwavering commitment to our ideals shone through. This period of rewiring was a testament to our nation's enduring strength and its ability to confront unprecedented challenges. More than 2 decades have passed since that fateful day, yet the memory of 9/11 remains vivid and sacred. Every September, we pause as a nation to remember, to reflect, and to honor. Bells ring out across America, marking the moments of impact and collapse. At the National September 11th Memorial and Museum in New York, the reflection pools stand as solemn tributes, their cascading waters flowing into the footprints of the Twin Towers. The names of the nearly 3,000 victims are etched into bronze, a permanent reminder of the lives lost. Families gather, touching the names of their loved ones, ensuring their stories are never forgotten. The tribute in light illuminates the New York night sky each year, two powerful beams reaching heavenward, symbolizing the enduring presence of the towers and the spirits of those we lost. Firefighters, police officers, and military personnel stand in solemn salute, embodying the continued spirit of service and sacrifice. A new generation, many of whom were not yet born on that day, now learns about 9/11. It is our collective responsibility to ensure they understand the profound historical significance, the immense tragedy, and the remarkable unity and resilience that emerged. We remember not just the horror, but the heroism, the compassion, and the unbreakable spirit of a nation united in grief and resolve. The world may have moved on, but for America, September 11th, 2001 will forever live in our hearts and our history. It is a day that reminds us of our vulnerability, but more importantly, of our extraordinary capacity for courage, compassion, and unity. We honor the memory of every life lost, every hero who responded, and every family forever changed. So we ask you, how do you believe 9/11 fundamentally changed our nation, and what lessons do you carry forward from that day? Share your reflections and memories in the comments below. Let us continue to remember together, ensuring that the legacy of 9/11 inspires future generations to uphold the values of freedom, resilience, and community. This is the Scholar's Ledger, where history, faith, and power are revealed. Subscribe, share, and join us in the ongoing search for truth and understanding.